Hello and welcome to my review of the Spyderco Spy-DK. I'm going to start off straight away with some specifications and then I'll run through all the features and my usual list of things that I talk about. So we'll start off with the price. It's a small knife, but it's about £53. I think if you use a code you can get it for about 50. So it's a similar price to the UKPK. The blade length on this knife is 5.8 centimeters. The closed length of the whole knife is 9.5 centimeters, and the overall length, when it's open of course, is 16 centimeters. The grind of the knife, of the blade, is full flat, and the handle scales are FRN. With the length of that cutting edge and the fact that it does not have a lock, it's non-locking, it's a slip it, means it's UK legal to carry without a good reason. I'd still be packing a good reason anyway, but that's how I interpret the law. It is UK legal to carry. The hole is so small that you can't really open it with one hand, or you're not supposed to. Do this at your peril. You may end up slicing part of your thumb off or even a finger, but it's there because it's Spy-DK, and as a few subscribers have already commented, the DK stands for Danish knife. So Spyderco Danish knife, Spy-DK. It's a similar kind of knife to the Pingo. That also has a small spidey hole. So let's talk about the features. Well, it's not a sprint run or anything like that. It's a normal knife, and I've talked about the reasons why it was why it was kind of created. It's another knife that is similar to the UKPK, UK legal to carry, but you just can't open it with one hand. It does have better steel than the CTS BD1 or carbon steel on the UKPK. It has the N690 CO, which is kind of like the European equivalent to S30V. I actually prefer this to S30V. I feel that it's easier to sharpen and you can get a nicer edge quicker, but that's just my usage. So this is the review. I haven't just taken it out of the box like my unboxing and then done the review straight after. I have carried this for about a week now, all the time, every day, and I've found it an absolute pleasure to use every day, and to cut and all the rest of it. It really is an excellent knife, and I haven't really missed the UKPK as much as I thought I would carrying this one around. It comes in two colours, the nice orange and the black. So it does have the FRN handle scales, the fiberglass reinforced nylon, and it is a screw construction. The pocket clip is reversible, tip up, carry only, which is great. It's quite grippy. If you've got a UKPK, it's about as grippy as that. It does weigh a little bit. It weighs about 54 grams, which is about 6 grams heavier than the UKPK, and the blade length is a bit shorter, but I actually find this more comfortable. You can't really hold it back, but the natural position to hold it would be under the finger choil there. It does have jimping on the thumb ramp and the finger choil, and the deployment is well, you can use two hands, but you've seen me use one hand to do that. The back spring is pretty stiff. If you like a slip it with a tight back spring, this is probably the knife for you. It's a lot stiffer than the UKPK. That feels quite loose compared to this. I will be doing a versus video between this knife and UKPK and a few others, but that's a bit of a surprise coming in the next week or two, so stay tuned for that. and you'll see this versus versus some other things. So I normally talk about the pocket clip at this point, which I've already discussed. It's a wire pocket clip, reversible, tip up only, as I've said. Don't want to repeat myself. It is lightweight. I'd say 54 grams is lightweight. I did notice it in my pocket now and again, but I suppose that's a good thing, whereas the UKPK you can totally forget that it's in your pocket. The ergonomics is very comfortable. As I've also said, it's a comfortable knife. It's as comfortable, if not more comfortable, than the UKPK, and I'm really pleased that Spyderco have made this knife specifically for the Danish market. Yes, they had the Pingo, but they've now got this knife in their arsenal, which is kind of like the Danish equivalent of the UKPK. But us Brits, we can carry this as well. It's great. I think it's a very decent knife for its size and its price. I'll just do a bit of a size comparison for you. So here we have the Spy-DK. Got a little bit smaller. I'm going to have the Squeak, which won't stay, but there you go. And then the Pingo, which is actually smaller still. Not as small as a Squeak, but... And then finally the UKPK, which is the largest out of those. So there you have it. They're all UK legal to carry, and actually 2 of them are Danish knife law legal to carry, the 2 in the middle. So it sits in between the Pingo and the UKPK. It shares tones from both of them, specifically the steel and the holes, but the handle is more comfortable, follows the traditional kind of calypso handle scale, and it's got a bit of a different spear point kind of blade going on. So I hope that size comparison helps you, and that's it for my review. I think it's a really excellent knife. I've really enjoyed using it. It's very comfortable, not too heavy at 54 grams, and it's a decent replacement for the UKPK. It's got better steel, and as long as you don't mind opening your knives with 2 hands, which is probably kind of more people friendly than just there's your knife, mate. You know, as long as it's more people friendly, I would say. It's still a knife, and people still view them as weapons rather than tools, which is ridiculous. But there we go. So I think it's an incredible knife. It's not too expensive for what you get. Made in Maniago, Italy. Designed by Mr. Sal himself, and yeah, so that is my review. If you have enjoyed this review at all, remember to click the thumbs up like button, comment down below if you disagree or if you agree, if you have one, if you've been enjoying it. I welcome all the comments. Thanks ever so much for all the support you've given me over the past couple of years. I do appreciate it. It's the reason why I keep doing these videos. So thanks again. Take care.